Hello everyone, I'm coming back with some of my new learnings from the Elevate Your Design Team course, and this week was about effective recruiting and hiring. And what I can say from my personal experience is that I think I've done like hundreds of interviews in the last 2 years, right? And I've talked with a lot of candidates, and I was feeling like very confident also because in the organization where I am currently in, we have like a very streamlined process that is very clear, right? Is established. I think that it is working very well. So I never really thought about some of the points that were raised here because I never had to deal with it. Like, for example, kind of like how do you build like a new process from scratch, right? And especially in different types of organization. For example, organizations that have been in the market for like a long time and they just realize that, hey, we need a design team and we need to kind of like hire for it, but they already have a hiring process, right, that you need to kind of like model for to work for a design team. So that was like super interesting. It was like, obviously it's not something that I had to deal with in my life, so it was like really interesting for me. But anyways, one thing that I want to say about it, like I really enjoy the course, but one thing that it's a like good reminder for everyone, and I had to kind of like, I have to remind myself a lot, is that when you decide to hire, there is no more important activity to focus on. The people make the team, right? Like you need to allocate a lot of time to find the right person. And sometimes, because like the team might be overwhelmed or there is like too much work, you kind of like slip into this problem that there are not enough designers, so I have to do the work myself, which leads to the fact that I don't have enough time to find the designers, right? So it's like cyclical, and then it's like, no, you need to dedicate time to find the right person to join your team, because the people make the team, and it is like your number one priority to find someone that is good, that would fit in that environment, and that would kind of like maybe elevate the team, right? So it is like super important. So this is just like a reminder for everyone who's going through this. So it was a very interesting course. We talked about a lot about how do you establish the process, how do you make it fair, how do you make it time effective, how do you go through it to find your person, right? Kind of like, what are the steps, how do you collaborate with others in this process, how do you define the role, how do you find what success looks like, and so on. So I really enjoyed the course. If you have like any questions, please leave them in the comments. Bye.